President Falcon, absent. Mr. Fernandez,
Here.
Mr. Harms,
Here.
Mr. Hemingway,
Here.
Ms. Infante,
Here.
Ms. Kirkland,
Here.
Ms. McLeod Cato,
Here.
Ms. Quintella, absent. We have quorum.
Thank you, Mrs. Callis. Please stand for the flag salute. Resolved that the Roselle Park Board of Education meeting hereby convenes to executive session for discussion of the following subjects: personnel matters, attorney-client privilege. It is anticipated that the executive session will take approximately 60 minutes. May take action during public session. The board shall return to public session following executive session at approximately 7 p.m. The minutes of the executive session shall be released to the public when the reason for the executive session no longer exists.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See, yes,
Like muting myself and unmuting myself.
yes, 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 yes.
Hello?
There you go.
Hello?
May I have a motion to return to the public session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So we're very excited to be back here in person at the Roselle Park High School auditorium, and we have new microphones, so there is a little learning curve this evening. Before we begin the public portion, I have a statement that I would like to read. At the last board meeting, a member of the public requested that the board consider designating one of its members as a liaison to the Special Education Parent Advisory Group, also known as CPAG. The board has considered this matter, as well as the statutory and regulatory limitations of board members and the specific purpose and functions of boards of education. The board's consensus is that it will not be designating one of its members as a liaison to CPAG at this time. Nevertheless, the board has confidence in the supervisor of special education and her designee who act as liaisons to CPAG. The board also has confidence that through those district employees, there has been and will continue to be an established flow of information directly from CPAG to the district and where applicable to the Board of Education. At this time, I'd like to introduce the public participation for agenda items only. Each member of the public may speak a maximum of 3 minutes for agenda items only. Ms. Callis, were there any write-in public comments for agenda items only tonight?
No, there weren't.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to see if we have any committee reports. Seeing none, I will turn the microphone over to Mr. Garrido, our superintendent, for his report.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Mrs. Kostrom, for the introduction. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of the students that are out there in our live stream at home for their recognition tonight. Ms. Goyce will be recognizing them in a few minutes. Also, I would like to congratulate all of our staff. Last week was Staff Appreciation Week. And although it's belated, they do a great job every week and every day. And congratulations to all of them. One particular member of our staff, Mr. Dennis Tagunis, was selected. He's a high school science teacher, was selected as the 2021 Union County Teacher of the Year. This was a wonderful recognition and achievement that it's making all of Roselle Park very proud. And he was selected from a pool of 81 candidates throughout all of the schools in Union County. So this is definitely and certainly well-deserved. Mr. Dagunas does a great job engaging students, and students love to take his class. Mr. Dagunas now moves forward as a candidate for State Teacher of the Year. So we want to wish Mr. Dagunas the best of luck. We may have the State Teacher of the Year come from Roselle Park School District. So congratulations once again, Mr. Dagunas. Reopening update. All students are currently attending school 5 days a week. Single session, no lunch. This will continue to the end of the school year. We are also currently planning for September. Our plan right now is to return 5 days a week, full days come September. So the plan is, once again, to come back full-time 5 days a week for all of our students in pre-K through 12th grade. Graduation plans are on the way. I just want to make sure that everyone knows there will be a in-person graduation this year. It will be held outdoors for both the 8th grade graduation as well as the high school graduation. Information will be sent by the principals with all the information regarding the graduation festivities. I know that parents have been asking about programs, remediation classes for students that experience learning loss. We are planning summer classes for those students. The information will be sent home very soon with the classes that will be held. There will be a K through 2nd summer remediation program in English language arts. There will be a grade 3 to 12 summer remediation program for English language arts. And there will be a K through 12 summer remediation program for mathematics. These programs will be held for 5 weeks, 3 days a week. And we are currently looking for staff to work the program. So as soon as there's more detailed information, it will be sent home. That is all of the information that I have in the superintendent's report tonight. So at this time, it is my privilege to present to you the middle school principal, Ms. Patricia Goyce, who is going to give the principal's report, and then we have some special recognition for her students. Ms. Goyce.
Thank you, Mr. Garrido. Thank you, board members. So as we begin 2021, it was quite an interesting year for everyone. My principal's report, enrollment in September, we started the year with 100% virtual with an enrollment of 527 students. As of April 30th, we are now at 513 students. So week of May 3rd, we have 270 students scheduled to be in the middle school for in-person learning. We are currently at 293 students in person. Our middle school sports included boys and girls soccer in the fall and track, baseball and softball for the spring. Panther Paws is based on the Pillars of Character, which is one of our after-school activities. And each meeting was based on a pillar. They met virtually. They chose activities which they felt would impact our school and community, mostly focusing on the social and emotional learning. And one of their favorite activities this year has been making their Women's History Month posters in their vision boards using middle school motivation. Our science club focused on coding. They had been using code.org to learn the basics of coding. Once they completed the basic courses and used Minecraft to learn coding language and functions, they moved on to creating their own apps. They have been using the app creator to design and program apps that can be sent to the phones of our families and friends. Our newspaper club members were dedicated to bringing good news about the events happening at Roselle Park Middle School, awareness about what was going on in our world, as well as tips and helpful advice to the student body. The newspaper club members explored the opportunity to strengthen their writing skills and also delving into their own interests and passions through the stories they covered. This is some of the pictures so that you could see some of the boards that they made in our school. And with our New Jersey Honor Society, which I'll move on, they hosted a candy sale, sent holiday cards and Valentine's to seniors. Students independently did community cleanup for community service hours. And they also are now, and I invite you all, hosting a 5K run to benefit the food pantry at our very own Roselle Park Casano Community Center. Our PMS guidance team is currently running our after-school assistance program, which we've offered to some of our most struggling students to provide support of our students who are in danger of failing one or more subjects for the school year. Our art club worked on projects to challenge their creativity, and they did holiday design challenge, Google slide, 30-day doodles challenge, amongst many more. And they are continuing to work on upcoming projects, which will be created by the art club members and taught at each meeting. And our music program, which one of our goals is to increase and to plan to increase it for next year. Our music teacher will be visiting 5th grade students at each elementary starting tomorrow, where he will show a lot of their music and instrumental and chorus as well, and presenting to them and recruiting them so that they know what they could expect at our middle school coming up next year. And our student council, which was very, very challenging for them, but they did do a really, really wonderful job virtually. And I would like to acknowledge them because they not only virtually were their voices heard, but they continue to look at the student body and try and focus on any of the social and emotional aspects that they can offer their peers. So Lucas Braga, Ying Chow, Dana Gonzalez, Felix Langang, Damian Mazuski, Mariah Ortega, Antonio Spano, Wilfredo Vega, and our Vice President, Audrey Miller, as well as our President, Brooke Gallo. And of course, I just want to showcase our Roselle Park Middle School softball girls who have been doing really well on their winning streak, and I'm very, very proud of them. I've learned quite a few things while they practice, and Thigh to Sky is one of their most well-known devices that Miss Morrison has taught them. So they've done an amazing job. And also, I wanted to say that none of this could have been done without the work and support of the middle school staff. They are here because they love their profession and their students, and this year could not have been a success without them and their continued commitment and dedication. Exciting things happened and nothing got in our way, not the masks, not anything. We kept pushing forward and we were hopeful, and together the powerful force made things happen. And though it might be a little bit of a lot of information, but I wanted to give you a glimpse of the year in review at the middle school. We had new labs from science department, new labs 8 setup curriculum, hands-on STEM learning, virtual labs, Project Lead the Way, CTE, and through it all, our students remain hopeful and with the new courses and promising new year additions. As you could see, our ABA program, some of our students who were very new and all the wonderful things that they did, and they were determined to learn. This is their most recent work, which is their sensory garden and their butterflies, where they planted and they also released their butterflies. And our science department shout outs. Students were recognized for outstanding effort. And our 6th grade students, Anderson Osazi and Oriana Lopez. 7th grade, Javian Ruiz and Sadie Lavach. 8th grade, Audrey Miller, Cameron Ilias, and Karen Saavedra. All of our 6th grade students in math department were actually given also a little of a challenge this year. Like I said, we did not let the pandemic stop us, and we kept challenging them. You will hear more about this new adventure in our math department come the next board meeting with Mr. Salvo and Ms. Brzeski. But I did want to acknowledge these students who have taken time in Acellus, which was an addition to what they already had in math, to be challenged and to start pre-algebra concepts. So with that being said, this is the trajectory that we're going with to increase the rigor and to get our students prepared for high school, and most especially the continuum here at our Roselle Park High School. And these students, Hamza Albi, Samantha Maldonado, Nasha Bolivar, Ryan Brandeberry, Micaiah Selge, Alfred Chen, Jaden Cole, Emilia Diaz, Layla Ensicart, Jaden Franco, Valentina Gallego, Lindsay Herrera Perez, Tatiana Ibanez, Brendan Cabasa, Joseph Kinney, Isabel Larach, John Paul Lopez, Isabella McGowan, Camilla Norman, Nadia Odat, Young June Padilla, Emily Rodriguez, Isabel Rodriguez, Nicole Vigil. So those students, you will hear more about what they have undergone with their math Acellus, but I wanted to recognize their efforts. They have attended this class with Ms. Maurer, and they're doing excellent. So I really wanted to update you that this was a challenge, but one that was well received, and the parents supported it from the beginning, and these students and their attendance has been tremendous. And to the next one, which is our computer class fund, which Project Lead the Way, as well as TSA. And I'm very proud of these students and Ms. Stedemeyer, because some of these students have actually won this year for the first time. So some of our students with Angela Leonardis, Karen Saavedra, and Mariah Ortega, and they did, and Angela Leonardis and Mariah Ortega did the solar energy, and they won 3rd place in New Jersey and the 2nd place as well for their promotional marketing submissions. So I was very proud. This is the first time that the middle school has entered the TSA competition, and to be placed in 2nd and 3rd, very, very proud of them. I think they did extremely well. Here are some of their work that they did when it was the photography submission examples. And as you can see, beautiful, beautiful, amazing work. And SketchUps for schools from Audrey Miller. And she created her own hangout space, which hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit. I don't know if the link will play, but I had a little bit of, which is a 3-second link. Probably not, but I will be posting this on the middle school page, and you could definitely, it's definitely worth the watch. It's 3 seconds, but it's definitely an outstanding job. Then we did our microbit coding, which chances are you're not going to be able to see it because it has the little blinking code, and it's also a 2-second little video. But I encourage you to visit our middle school webpage, because it will be posted there, and you'll be able to see the work from Jessica Kazabowski as well as Hannah DeJard. And this is some of their social emotional learning, where the students love doing this activity, and they continue to do that, which was the mosaic art and relax with mosaic art. And last but not least, continue on with our winners. And a lot of these were just like recent announcements. Our Spark STEM Innovations, they won 1st place, our 7th grade winners for the STEM innovation. These students completed a research project about the change in biodiversity in Roselle Park based on the changes in construction. They reached out to Mr. Garrido as well as to make sure that they could send a survey out to the community and analyze the data about the current changes. And we just got word that Sadie Lavach, Aiden Ponzio, and Gianna Q have won first place in New Jersey. So again, first time that these students participated and they also won. So I'm extremely, extremely proud of them. Our National Junior Honor Society is next. I just wanted to acknowledge them as a whole. I will not read all of their names, but just know that we will make something very special for them come September. Hopefully we'll be able, these are our new inductees. As you see all these beautiful faces who have now grown so much, but we're very, very proud of them. And I know that come September, we'll be able to do an in-person celebration to acknowledge all of their outstanding work. And if you could please support them for their 5K run, virtual run. It's for our very own Cassano Center, so it would definitely be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, we have one of our National Junior Honor Societies, Aiden Ponzio, who won the Outstanding Achievement Award recipient. We just got that information from the National Junior Honor Society, where he won a $500 college savings account. So we're still waiting to hear on another student that they picked as they're reviewing their application, but I definitely wanted to recognize this student and being chosen as one of the Outstanding Achievement Award recipients for the state. And we did our language arts curriculum, which was also new. And I just wanted to show you some of the work that they've done as it related to the novel, The Westing Game, some of the students' work. Like I said, nothing stopped them, not the pandemic. The kids really did an amazing job. Here we have two students, Nadia Odad and Eva Morrow, and their project, and some of their written work where they did the different poets' writing styles with Isabel Garambe Kelly and Naomi Conceição, and some of their poetry also with and then also Gianna Q with an outstanding poem where she merged how we are not a virus. So I think it was very pertinent, being that what we are going through. So definitely outstanding work from a lot of our students. And here are some of the catching in the Rye projects, the Catcher in the Rye projects that students did. And our history department as well, and their work in graphing and making sure that our students this is all student work samples. Here's some of our students at work in our MD class. And they're very excited to show everything that they have done. And again, just some quotes. These students that we just mentioned, again, all of them should be recognized. They did an outstanding job throughout their tough situations. They persevered and through adversity, and they never gave up, which they obviously taught all of us adults a great lesson. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. Shane Kalibo is one of the students who is the recipient of the Panther Pride Award. And these are, Panther Pride stands for perseverance, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. And Shane started this year in a new school, and he adapted so well. And I think his smile just says it all. Antonio Spano, despite what we went through and a fully remote student, his outstanding academic work is to be commemorated and also to be acknowledged. He definitely has taught us that nothing can stand in our way. Our sixth grade students that are so exemplified these challenges can be overcome. Michael Arreos, Alexandra Aviv, Jaden Cole, Logan Capola, Anna De Silva, Emilia Diaz, Jacqueline Diaz, Motaz Darman, Victoria Gayed, Eileen Gonzalez, Maxwell Griffin, Grace Hummel, Tatiana Ibanez, John Paul Lopez, Oriana Lopez, Isabella McGowan, Dalen Perez, Delani Perez, Mariela Perez, Anderson Osazi, Alina Sahal, Sebastian Satana, Antonio Smakangas. And our seventh grade students, Anilia Ajit, Michaela Ali, Brianna Appello, Dionysis Arevalo, Christina Barnett, Declan Coakley, Edward Eggleton, John Franco, Gavin George, Daniela Gomez, Claudia Jasek, Jessica Kazubowski, Sadie Lavach, Sophia Moya, Lucas Pires, Aiden Ponzio, Lucas Prieto, Sarah Ramirez, Mia Ramos, Lissandra Roca, Jalen Rosa, Javian Ruiz, Serial Sofo, and our eighth grade students, Marilyn Almanzar, Ying Chow, Jaden Estevez, Hannah Foy, Gabriel Freer, Dana Gonzalez, Cameron Ilias, Adam Lacomi, Evelyn Lamb, Isabel Latorre, Felix Langang, Jeffrey Lynn, Gabriela Marino, Damian Mazuski, Yana Metellus, Audrey Miller, Addison Oakley, Sophia Ortiz, Kanisha Patel, Ria Patel, Steve Ramirez, Ariana Roman, Karen Saavedra, Danielle Tiantenko. And those were the students. I wish I could name them all. They've all done an outstanding job. These are just some dates to be recognized, and important dates that as we wrap up the year, that I wanted to make sure that parents were aware of. And I wanted to say a special thank you to all the board members, from Mr. Garrido, our superintendent, to Ms. Casas, our business administrator, our board members, President Susan Karlstrom, Vice President Ms. Falcon, Mr. Fernandez, Mr. Harms, Ms. McLeod Cato, Mr. Infante, Ms. Kirkland, Ms. Quintella, Mr. Hemingway. Thank you so much for all your support. None of this could have been done without your full support of our public education, especially our schools at Roselle Park Middle School. And above all, to our parents and partners, they are the ultimate role models, and definitely without them, none of this could have been possible. And we've definitely become very in contact between this pandemic, and definitely I wouldn't want it any other way. So thank you all for your support. And as always, I'm available if you need anything. And I think that by now you all know where to find me. So thank you. And I'm sorry that it is long, but I just could not choose. And it was very hard because there's still so many I would like to thank, but thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Goyce. We really enjoyed that. And congratulations to our students and our parents who were mentioned this evening. At this time, we are going to continue with the agenda. We have policy agenda items 1 and 2. Number 1, district policy, first reading. Number 2, district policies, second reading. May I have a motion to approve?
I'll move it.
A second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Falcon. Yes. Mr. Fernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Harms,
Yes.
Mr. Hemingway,
Yes.
Mix Infante,
Yes.
Ms. Kirkland,
Yes.
Ms. McLeod Cato,
Yes.
and President Carlstrom.
Yes. Personnel, agenda items 3 through 8 and addenda items 1 and 2. 3, maternity leave of absence request. 4, maternity leave of absence revision request. Number 5, staff retirement. And how lucky am I to be at the microphone right now to wish Wendy Battaglia a well-deserved retirement. She has been a wonderful asset to administrators, staff, students, and parents. We thank you for your service. Number 6, staff resignations. And addenda items 1 and 2 are 3 through 8. Sorry, 6, we did the staff resignation. 7 is the summer 2021 child study team personnel. 8, district substitutes. And now the addendum is number 1, medical leave of absence request. 2, district substitutes. May I have a motion?
Make the motion?
May I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Falcon,
Yes.
Mr. Fernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Harms,
Yes.
Mr. Hemingway,
Yes.
Ms. Infante,
Yes.
Ms. Kirkland,
Yes.
Ms. McLeod Cato,
Yes.
and President Carlstrom.
Yes. Now we move on to education. Agenda items 9 through 12 and addenda item 3. 9, 2021, 2022 district first aid procedures, physician standing orders. 10, conference attendance request. 11, standard field trips. 12, revision of the 2021, 2022 school calendar. Addenda, revision of AP Summer Institute training attendance. May I have a motion?
Make the motion?
May I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Falcon,
Yes.
Mr. Fernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Harms,
Yes.
Mr. Hemingway,
Yes.
Ms. Infante,
Yes.
Ms. Kirkland,
Yes.
Ms. McLeod Cato,
Yes.
and President Carlstrom.
Yes. Now on to business. Agenda items 13 through 21. 13, monthly certification. 14, approval of bills. 15, approval of minutes. 16, budget transfers. 17, bus evacuation drills. 18, use of building and grounds. 19, 2021, 2022 food nutrition program contract. 20, school security grant. 21, professional services contract 2021, 2022. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Falcon,
Yes.
Mr. Fernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Harms,
Yes.
Mr. Hemingway,
Yes.
Ms. Infante,
Yes.
Ms. Kirkland,
Yes.
Ms. McLeod Cato,
Yes.
and President Carlstrom.
Yes, yes. Continuing business. And then new business.
Madam President, I just have to congratulate Ms. Goat today. That was an excellent presentation. Just makes me proud as a board member and a parent, all the hard work that was put into this year, despite all the obstacles. And it's just a credit to you and to your staff and to all the parents this year. Just want to thank you again.
I second that.
Madam President, I would like to say the same. I don't want to repeat, but I sat out there and I saw the names and what we've done with this, with our students in the time that we've had over this past year. And again, it is fantastic. And believe me, I am one proud member of this community and this board.
Madam President, I just want to congratulate Mr. Dagunas again on his accomplishment. He was my earth science teacher, and it's so wonderful to see him being recognized still to this day for the amazing work that he does. So again, congratulations, Mr. Dagunas.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to open up the public participation. Each member of the public may speak a maximum of 3 minutes.
Hello, good evening, Board of Education members, President Carlson. Perfect, thank you. Good evening, everyone. If it's okay, I'd like to yield my time for an interactive discussion while I give an update on our latest CPAG meeting that took, that was on May 6th of this year. I just wanted to also give an update on some of the suggestions that some of the parents made during the meeting and address some of the subcommittees, each individually as you are all part of the committee. We had Ms. Dina Wilds come in and instruct our parents and our families about some reading and writing tips and gave many wonderful suggestions on, again, what we can do as parents, how we can practice with our children. And overall, I remember going through a lot of those tips myself when my girl was really little. She's now 10 and kind of has phased out a lot of the, I would say smaller toddler assignments for writing and reading. But we did, as parents, collectively provide suggestions on the curriculum for writing with tears, or writing without tears, excuse me, which is something that's very effective with children with fine motor skills issues or delays, and not necessarily an indication of their writing skills per se. So I just wanted to address the curriculum committee. Were they aware of the recommendations that our parents provided on May 6th? Yes.
The curriculum committee will be meeting on May 20th, so we probably will get some information on that day.
Excellent, thank you so much. And in addition to the reading and writing, we also provided some additional insight on the Vision 2025 and some recommendations for full functioning occupational therapy rooms that are up to standard and code for our children. And I was also interested in understanding if the facilities committee also received those recommendations.
During the public portion of the last meeting, you gave those recommendations, and we got them at that time. And now they're with, our administrators.
Right.
Okay, so there'll be, if you are meeting soon, they will be additional recommendations that are forthcoming. And our next meeting is on June 6th at 6 p.m. And this is one of the reasons why we continue to stress the need for a liaison position. And I completely respect your decision to continue to have Ms. Mormello be that person for us. I completely have faith that she knows exactly what we need, but unfortunately, she has a fiduciary responsibility to the district, whereas the board.
Mrs.
members-
Garcia, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we do have to stay to the 3 minutes. I know the
Yes.
last meeting, I was told that I let you speak too long because there is a procedure we have to follow. So you have exceeded your 3 minutes.
Oh, okay,
So I apologize, but we have to stop it at this point.
okay.
And I
Well,
know there's
will
no other
follow up.
people in the audience, but that's the way it
No,
must
that's
be.
okay. No worries.
Sorry.
I will follow up with an email to everyone, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Callis, do we have any write-in public comments at this time?
Yes, Madam President. We received a write-in from Francesca Hunt, 620 Larch Street. her comment is at the last Board of Ed meeting, it was discussed that the budget would allow for summer programs to take place such as ESY, Saturday programs, ESL programs, remediation programs, etc. I asked, would there be a summer reading program in place for students who are reading below grade level and who are in need of extra reading support? Mr. Garrido explained that yes, there would be, and that students could be in any grade level. What is the start date for elementary students? What is the end date? What are the hours? Where will it take place? Who is in charge of running the program? Has the Board of Ed officially approved the summer reading program? I've already inquired about the program at my child's school, but staff members are not aware of the program and do not have any details about it.
Mrs. Sant, thank you very much for the comment and the questions. I did report during my superintendent's report that we will be having summer programs for all grade levels, both in ELA, reading, writing, and for mathematics. Our tentative start date right now is June 29th, and it will go through July 31st. And the reason why I am saying tentative, we are making sure that all of the dates work or fit for our staff who's teaching it. It will be different times, either mornings or afternoons. We will come out with a detailed information, a flyer, if may, very soon, probably within the next week or so. So all the parents will be able to plan ahead. But we are going to have summer programs for all grade levels for in ELA, English Language Arts, and also mathematics. Thank you.
At this time, seeing no more write-in, public comments, or no member of the public wishing to speak, I would like to have a motion for an adjournment.
I'll make a motion.
I may have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next scheduled board meeting will be held on Tuesday, May 25th, 2021 at 7 p.m. The board meeting will be held here at the Roselle Park High School Auditorium. See you in 2 weeks. Thank you.